Welcome to Solace. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Yesterday, I talked about the past and how we can kind of start to use it as a crutch when re-engaging in emotions for the sake of security. Today, I'm going to be talking about the future, how anxiety can warp our perspectives over it and do things that lead us down a fated path instead of one that is destined. So I want to start off by saying nothing is written. Things are planned, but none of it is guaranteed unless through conscious action or the other choice of inaction, we do not engage in the path that we are optimized for. When you think about the future, you think about all the things that could happen and haven't happened. But what tends to happen with that is you're combining all of the possibilities of the world that could happen to you, and 9 times out of 10 you weigh the negative outcomes higher than the positive ones that could happen. And this tends to happen because we don't have there's no physical grasp on time itself. And you've heard the saying, time is an illusion. Everything is happening all at once. So the future, while it hasn't happened yet, depending on what you're doing now, it is curating that future. Every second we move through time, we are in that future. So that's why it can get kind of complex when we start thinking about this thing, because we don't really engage with it fully. We only think about aspects of it and how those aspects could happen through simple actions. The only way to secure an optimized future is through taking the small steps you need to each day to take yourself away from your fate. And it's really one of the biggest challenges we have here, and rightfully so, because while we have guidance through that inner voice, your intuition that will steer you in the correct direction, we also have all of this mind chatter in the back of the head telling you every which way it could all go wrong. I will say this: anything can go wrong, and just as much, it could go very, very, very much right. But when you control your brain through the outcomes that are not preferred, this is when we get into the conversation of a self-fulfilling prophecy. You really, really don't want to do this, but through our words, okay, I'll do this like this. Our thoughts tend to form our words, and our words 9 times out of 10 will co-enact with our actions. If not, they'll go with our thoughts. So it all stems back up here. If you can't get a control over the way you perceive your world, it will take the wheel from you and drive you in any which direction it so chooses, because the perspective you are engaging in is one of chaos. And depending on your mindset, having full accountability over your actions in life is terrifying, because that means you have full control over your life. And for some people, realistically, they would rather not have to take that leadership position in their in their life. And I will also say leadership isn't for everyone, but you need to have the ability to at least lead yourself. At least if you are in a room alone, have the mindset that you are okay with that. Especially nowadays, it's getting to the point where it's pretty hard for people to feel comfortable with themselves. And it's sad. It is. So, I just want to say, your future, it is not written. Do not convince yourself that you're fucked, because you're not. You can be in a really, 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 really bad situation right now. I'm not going to act like that isn't happening, but you do need to understand that with time comes as many possibilities of outcomes of success as failure. So don't convince yourself all you're going to be given is the first and last piece of the bread. You can have the middle of the loaf. Just make sure you're giving yourself conscious action to do so. Eat well. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Dislike the video. Subscribe for more. What else? Share this with people you feel like may need it. And thank you so much for watching. Again, I really do appreciate it all. And the interactivity. I love reading the comments.